All right, so today's August 31st. The Portland Press Herald article came out the 17th. So today I got the article finally. People are, they've come out here and they're like, you haven't seen it already? It's like, we don't have newspaper delivery out here. Like, they're like, oh my gosh, I would have brought you one if I known. And it's like, oh, it's not a big deal. I'll see it eventually, It was obviously 10 out of 10, 5-star. So yeah, I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna attempt to read it, probably mostly to myself. I might read some parts out loud, and here it is. For its sole resident, a Casco Bay island, well, I mean, we all know it's a planet now, it's pretty weird, offers the chance for a whole new world. In recovery, God, I could probably already start crying. In recovery, 47-year-old Scott Kern has discovered his happy place, a tiny spit of land he calls Planet Sand, that he's doing what he can to protect. Leslie Bridges, staff writer, 10 out of 10, 5-star all day long. She was so awesome to have out here. Obviously, if I had a breaking story, I'd call her up. There's gonna be follow-ups to this, I guarantee it. This is just the beginning, but yeah, it's awesome. Whew. So, oh, here's a picture. Okay, Daryn, D-A-R-Y-N, staff photographer. Darlin, I think it was Darlin. Anyway, I'm sorry I don't read good. Dude, you're completely awesome, just saying. So I wish I could have you come back out and take more photos. Oh, I was thinking about doing a Maniac Man calendar. So I don't know if I could get Leslie to talk to him about, I don't know how that all works with, it's their photos, right? I just think it'd be fun to give it out on the 93.1 morning show. They do these contests. One time they had this Todd towel. So their weather guy, is Todd, right? And they had these towels, and it was a picture of him. You know what I mean? And it was just like the funniest, stupidest thing. Oh my God, I died laughing and I want one, right? And they're actually gonna bring me one because they're very nice. So all right, let's get back to it here. So, all right, Sand Island. Well, I mean, Earthlings, right? What the hell? Anyway, so in the middle of Casco Bay, between the picturesque cottages that line the shores of Chesapeake and Cliff Islands, an American flag raises from the silver. Raises from a sliver of land where the radio turned to Coast 93.1 was blasting from inside a vine-covered hut out on a beach dotted with weathered picnic tables, plastic chairs, and pairs of shoes, which is all, everything's from the dump. The whole place is built from basically stuff that would be in a landfill or still floating out in Casco Bay, because I mean, I found driftwood that has like barnacles growing on it. I mean, that's been floating for a while, I got a feeling. Closer to the water, a horse crab shell hangs from a sign with the rules of the island. Take what you bring, stay off the sand dunes, and no digging holes. Protecting his half-acre spot just 8 feet above sea level is one of the things Scott Kern is serious about. But a lot of time he leans towards silly. His gray beard barf, that's not in the paper by the way, the barf part. Gray beard bellied in youthful enthusiasm for the world around him, what he calls planet sand. I didn't think this was going to happen so early in this article. I'm just so proud of myself. Like, I cry tears of joy all the time, and it's like the best feeling ever. Like, to be so happy about something you get really emotional about. Like, you know, one of the things going through Milestone is I had no emotion. You know, I had no emotion in anything because I was just numb. You know, and you can't show emotion on the street unless it's like anger. But anyway, we don't care about that shit anymore. Moving forward, wearing earmuff style headphones with a built-in radio. Okay, turn to A10. Sober now for 6 years, Scott Kern's the most people who fantasize about living on their own island aren't picturing this. What his video Mark Dunton calls Robin Crusoe meets Trailer Park Boys. I was thinking Trailer Park Boys to National Geographic somewhere, but it's my dream. Yeah. All right, let's go to A10. What's this one? A9. What in hell is all this shit? God, the news is just so depressing. I mean, we need banging, awesome, fun stuff like all the time. Holy crap, look at that. It's the whole page is Planet Sand. Look at, I mean, this guy, right? He's moving rocks with no gloves on, and look at what he's done with pretty much not wearing gloves the whole time. By himself, too. I mean, what kind of level is this? I mean, whoo! All right. Welcome to distraction from his racing mind. Oh, the radio, yeah, it distracts me from my racing mind. He lifted his little dog Lola by the strap of her life jacket and let her scurry up the beach, then grabbed the anchor of his 14-foot boat and tossed it into the water. That's how you drop an anchor like a boss. Maniac Man. More videos to come someday when I have a video person to record me. He said before coming ashore from a trip to Cliff Island one morning this month, he had been making a series of YouTube videos with his pointers, but needs someone to record him while demonstrating. It's all part of his plan to save Planet Sand, both the land itself and the world he created around it, complete with his own gods, laws, and units of measurement. Too much or not enough. And perfect actually was one that's missing. Too much, not enough, or perfect. That's it. As well as a website and merch he meant to help fund the work needed to protect the very real world environment threats. Kern, 47, knows that most people who fantasize about living on their own private island or their own island aren't picturing this. What his video editor marked, Robin Crusoe, yeah, we already heard that, Trailer Park Boys, it's his dream. We're 10 out of 10, private, all-inclusive planet. Also 5-star too, by the way. He's the Sandkeeper, in charge of beaches, services, search and rescue, and the fire department, as well as serving judge, jury, and executioner. We're not a democracy out here. We don't have earthling politics. We don't. Its inhabitants are Maniac Men. Their gang symbol is 2 M's made with the 3 middle fingers on each hand hanging down from outstretched arms, but there's really only one. This name is meant to reflect a particular brand of hardy people who are crazy enough to spend their life on the coast, Kern says, but are also a nod to the struggles with mental illness and addiction that dominated his life for decades. Spent in and out of treatment programs. hitchhiking across the country, living under bridges, and locked up in jail. God. But you know what? All the fails, they're meant to be a training mission, because I'm grateful for all that. You can't be a great warrior and never have battle. I mean, the battles I've gotten through and won and winning and kicking effing ass at right now, I mean, yeah. And on a side note, hey ladies, you might want to think if your boyfriend's going to be a good apocalyptic warlord or not. Might be something to start thinking about. Sober for more than 6 years, Kern started coming out for camping trips that got longer each year until he was spending most of the summers on the island. A purchase that his parents, who both worked as corporate real estate paralegals, made with another couple in the early 90s after it came up over dinner one night. So, for the record, my mom and dad as paralegals, working growing up. Yeah, people at McDonald's make more than that now. So I just want to say that it just, you know, my mom stayed home when I was a baby and cut hair to help make money, you know, to pay the bills and stuff. Plus she got to be home with me as an infant. I'm not really sure how many years that went on for. But I think that's where I got my genuine, like, seed or I don't know, something from, because I was the center of the attention. All the people coming over for haircuts, I was in the crib, cute baby. You know, my parents, I never really cried growing up, unless like I got hurt or something. But they said I was like the perfect baby. So amazing. Then it was something cool to start destination for his family's trips over their sailboat. Now it's a lifeline for Kern that helped to find his serenity and purpose. He's determined to make sure it doesn't go away. Yeah. And I understand, you know, the melting sea levels and all the toxic crap that people are putting in the atmosphere and all the crap. I'm well aware of that. It's 8 feet above sea level. It's just, right now, it's a place where people come and they make lifelong, like, best time memories. And I feel like if we could get more of those, like, fill people with good time memories, you know, on Earth, particularly like around South Portland, Maine, driving by the main mall, you can't drive by there without like at least 2 to like 6 horns going off. It just, people are just so tense and ready to pop, and I just think we need to have more good stuff. And I understand, I was like that too. I mean, I'm usually like that in the winter. It's crazy. I'm trying to do better to not be like that. But it's just what's normal, you know, to meet up with people and just bitch about everything. Just bitch. Now I bitch about bitching. I mean, listen to me. So to not have stuff in your life to bitch about, that's the goal. I mean, I like to have stuff in my life I'm proud of. I mean, this is like something, like, it's a dream come true. And when, you know, it's like in recovery, they set small goals. And, you know, yeah, like make your bed, brush your teeth, do stuff like that. But recovery gets boring. And that's when people relapse. Because how fun is it to brush your teeth every day? I mean, that gets old real quick. I don't even do it, unfortunately. I need to get better at that. But recovery just gets boring. You go to the meetings. The girls don't want to talk to you because you're not, like, rich or muscly or something. So, you know, it's boring. And my life is not boring. It's actually really exciting, and I'm proud of it. So, and this is like one of the first times I really had my glasses off talking to the camera. But this means something to me. This is like the start of what I've been waiting for. It's like, there was a time my brain clicked and I was like, I just can't fail at this. You know? Because when you say you can't get sober, you can't get caught, you can't do it, you know, well, guess what? Well, if you can't get sober, you can't lose weight, you can't quit smoking. If you say that, then you're right, you can't. So why not say can't reverse, because it's superstitious to be superstitious, so you can create superstition to swing your luck. So by saying, I don't think I can't fail at this, right? I'm like jinxing it to the positive, power, Maniac Man, inventing stuff here. So that's what we're doing. Back to the story here. I get so sidetracked. I talked for like 4 hours today. Whew, I'm surprised I don't have a headache. I'm gonna sleep good tonight though. Okay. It's just the beginning out here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it just said that. To be away from it all, people in the hubbub, he said, I just feel like I can take over the universe. So, when I don't take my meds, I feel like I can take over the world, right? Which sounds crazy. But when I take my meds, I think I can take over the universe. So I don't really know what that means, but people have a great time here. So anyway, get the word out. Magical thinking is part of his diagnosis, schizophrenia personality disorder. But he feels, so I was actually diagnosed with schizotypal. I spent 30 days in the mental ward, mental hospital, Spring Harbor. Oh my gosh, dude, the meals there, it's great. You know, I really enjoy going there, which is, pardon my language, but that's pretty fucked up to be comfortable in a mental hospital. Like, but it, you know what, it is, but it isn't, because if I get in duress, I would enjoy going there to get help. You know what I mean? Like, so that's a good thing. Maybe that's another groundbreaking thing that people need to hear, you know. But to be comfortable in mental hospitals, jails, and institutions, there's such a better life out there. You know what I mean? Like, I just thought I'd have to be institutionalized my whole life. And maybe I got my own mental asylum here. Oh my God. I gotta get back on it. Let me start over here. Magical thinking is a part of his diagnosis. Schizotypal. It isn't, or schizotypal. I think that is it. Perfect. Personality disorder. But his fears about the environmental threat to plant sand are far from imaginary. Big storms in recent years have taken a toll on the shoreline, and Kern spends much of his days hauling rocks out of the water. I love collecting rocks, guys. Like, I'm a hoarder, I'll admit it. I only take the good rocks, though, just to let you know, and the good shells and stuff. Out of the water, his way of reversing rising sea levels. So yes, lowering sea levels is another one of our missions, along with cleaning up Casco Bay, because we go aggressively after driftwood, and we also rake up the beach from seaweed. I try to do all the way around, but that's not happening this year because I got to move rocks. But pulling the seaweed out, it doesn't give it a chance to decompose back into the water, because when it grows, it absorbs toxins and stuff in the water. So by burying it, I'm purifying the water at Casco Bay, saving the world. But I need 1 billion subscribers, so, but I mean, when I get more, the more I get, the more helpful I am. I mean, now I can at least get, you know, a little bit of something from ads now with over 600 subscribers. So, yep, which, you know, over 500 is what we needed. In the Portland Press Herald article right here, we got over 175 out of this article here. So, so I'm building a wall to protect the land from further erosion, which is the Great Wall of Planet Sand in my rock and shell collection. The gods of planet sand laugh at earthlings. He said about how much money is wasted on things like war globally. Think about it. Every year, how much money is spent on war? Yeah, think about that. Sleep on it. Render it for days. Manifest it. Question it. If we use that on the environment, we wouldn't have any fucking problem. Nope. They didn't say sorry, they didn't say the F word. I added that, obviously, because it's a newspaper. So it was said, quote, if we used it on the environment, we wouldn't have problems. To make sure Planet Sand lives on the I don't know what that word is. Kern estimates he would need about $1 billion to pay for the environmental or people to help him, and his trying to save, working towards by the capitalization of his unique lifestyle and personality through his YouTube. He has already been posting rough videos of his life on the island. Every time this paper says island, I'm saying planet because I don't want to be offensive. So, on the planet where he met... Oh, wait, he already... Oh, when he met Dunton about 3 years ago, where they were both outside a facility in Old Orchard Beach, each waiting to talk to someone about a job. I actually was not talking to someone about a job. I just go there all the time. So he was talking about a job. Maybe I was talking about a volunteer. I was talking about a volunteer job, I think. So yeah, we're both talking about jobs. Kern asked if he wanted to see pictures of his island and told what he was working on to help the word get out. Dunton, who has a background in computers, offered to do what he could do to set up a website, edit some videos this summer, encouraging him to post shorts once a week while out there. Now we're starting to get thousands of hits, Dunton said, but with only 452 subscribers this week, the channel still was short 500 needed to start to make the money, let alone the amount Kern has in mind. Still, the world-hearted beliefs in the potential he has as a content creator. I'm going to be rich and famous, he said. I have to be, say, Planet Sand. I mean, duh, no other word. Oh my gosh, I am so tired. Let me read some of these. Scott Kern builds a rock wall around home Planet Sand. Builds restores recent year, taking a tour. Wow, it's a good photo. Oh, Lola! It's a Lola picture. Oh my gosh, she's got a life jacket on. Lola waits for me to pull the boat up to Sand Island, Casco Bay, Planet Sand. Me and Lola are regular trips from their planet to Cliff Island, where they need supplies. We get water from there. Oh, look, Dolly with rocks. Live on Planet Sand during the summer months. If you don't feel like you fit in anywhere, make your own thing, he says. That's what I did. He doesn't know yet where he's going when he leaves the island for summer after Labor Day. Yeah, because the alright. I'm probably just going to start skim reading some of this because it's killing me to try to read this out loud right now. Okay, VIP tour. Big Island Sailing School. Yep, Guide Resort Halfway Rock, 4 miles of concrete. Such a good host, Reiki said. Of course we are. 10 out of 10, 5-star all-inclusive. How could you beat it? Among them was University Marine program. Yeah. A quote from Mr. Reiki was, "We all need to do our part and every bit helps." and he's making a difference on planet Sand. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. You're welcome anytime. It's nice and update current calendar visitors. Yeah, 3 days with no people. Ha! Yarmouth Dump. Whew. Alright, well, I'm going to getting tired and sore. This is awesome. I'm going to finish this up some other time. I need to take a break, and it's getting dark out, and I probably should go unload the dock float. So, stay fresh. Hey, sorry to switch subjects here. Hey, Everglade crew, look what you're missing out on. It's a gorgeous night out. The wind died down. We got the moon out. I mean, this place like glows, dude. It's so weird. I mean, weird, awesome weird. You know what I mean? But it's just so gorgeous here. Best Labor Day weekend ever. See, I want to say that. Man, we used to go camping on Labor Day weekend when I was a kid, and that was like the time I actually hung out with kids that I was like really close and friends with, even though we'd only like see each other like once a year or twice a year maybe or something. But I just love those camping trips. Like, you know, we'd get there and it was Labor Day weekend, and I'd walk around in a rain jacket in the pouring rain while everyone else sat in the vehicles or were inside the office. I was out walking around looking for places to find firewood in the rain because it, you know, Labor Day weekend, it rains, right? That's how it always was, it seemed. So, but this Labor Day weekend has been gorgeous. It might be better than my childhood. I mean, geez, I don't know. If it isn't now, it will next summer. Because next summer is going to be way better. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. All right, 10 out of 10, 5-star, all-inclusive. I'm exhausted. Maniac Man, stay fresh.